All right, everyone. So I'm back. I recently was trying to do the voiceover and then logged into my phone and saw that the voiceover audio wasn't coming through. The actual video audio was canceling out my own audio. So let me know how it's working out on your end. If you guys would graciously just leave a comment letting me know how the audio is right now. I'm gonna play it and then let me know. So, sorry about that, everybody. For those of you that have been watching, sorry for those that are just logging on or watching this in the future. Welcome to Captain Truth Community. Thank you for your readership, all your support, guys. Here I'm trying to do something a little new. Okay, so far, it's not really working out. Yeah, is this... Alright, so I think it's working out now better. I think we got the audio situation worked out a bit. Let me just turn it up a little bit. Okay, so here we are in this gigantic tree. And as I was trying to explain before, is that I'm just trying something new in terms of like voiceover. Let me know how you guys like it. I thought it was a cool opportunity. So here we are in the big oak. Been seeing a lot of people posting limb walking videos. Have you guys seen those? They got like some interesting ways of trying to show like how it is that you limb walk and whatnot. And I think they're good. I think they're informative. But I think for me the main part is that don't just watch the videos, man. You just gotta do it. It's literally something you gotta do to get better. And there's no way to get better at limb walking than to actually do it. I mean, that's literally it. I've been doing a lot of limb walking myself, especially over the summer, and just noticed huge improvements. And I'm pretty much just able to kind of almost run across limbs and just quickly get to the tips. Do whatever I need to do, and then just move on. It's kind of like a lot of people say I make it look easy, and maybe I do, but the main thing is that I just practice a lot. There's a lot of practice that goes into it, and I encourage you guys to do the same, because I want you guys to excel. I want you guys to be great climbers. Like whenever you go up into a tree, that you feel good about what you're doing, and that you don't feel like you're lacking or something. And if you do feel that way, channel that energy into getting better. So it's a good opportunity. Actually, it's really there's a lot of good that could come from that. But anyway, the praise is always good. The main thing is to just practice. So this limb that I'm about to cut here, from where I'm at to the tip of that thing, man, it's probably like 25 feet still.
I'm ready.
I don't want to
just hold on to it.
I don't know why, but I just felt like this is good enough. So cut it away from the deck a little bit and then it should be alright. There goes that slight turn. I'm gonna try to turn it slightly so I don't hit the deck. Perfect. See that? So it worked out just nicely. An absolutely enormous branch here on this mature oak. DBH wise, probably a good 35-40 inches at the bottom. I mean, it really is enormous. So I know that with pruning bigger trees like this, one of the things that always concerns me, like I work for people, I do the work for others, and I don't always just let them in on my knowledge about pruning, whatever. But for me, I guess one of the concerns would be leaving such a big wound on a mature tree, because mature trees, they don't heal like younger ones do. And so then that's a big issue. We want to keep them as healthy as possible, and then on top of that, you don't want to be cutting out such big limbs. If you're caring for a tree, then you don't ever want to be making these huge cuts, especially on mature trees. But yeah, we had to do it here. This is one of those things whenever you kind of just go against what the textbook tells you. We do expect this tree to be coming down in the near future, so that kind of made me feel a little bit better about it. But yeah, sometimes in practice it's not always all glam.
Come back and watch college football all season long, live and cable free with YouTube TV. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
The Genesis G90, the first interior that could accurately be called
Hey, what's going on? Hitendi Gabor from Hungary. Shout out to Hungary, man. Hope y'all are doing good today. Oh yeah, love that. You gotta love it. You know, good trajectory, just wasn't enough power behind the throw. And that right there is gonna have to do. But then you see all these suckers, man. Like, whenever you're up in the tree and you're trying to install a line like this, these suckers can really just seriously get on you. And this is how it is. This is the story of your life during the entire summer. And you get used to it. You get better at it. You really do. Because you deal with it the entire summer. And just about every tree is like this. They're just fully grown, full canopies. And yeah, there's always you're always going to run into something. It doesn't always go off without a hitch. Wow. So there we go. Nice. Guys on the ground able to get you now. Now, my intention for trying to pull the rope up as fast as I was to beat the guy on the ground. See if I can get it to touch the ground before he could pull it with the slack out. And I almost did. Almost did. So I'm gonna just retrieve my equipment here. take that, throw it in my handy dandy pouch. Hope you guys have a little pouch on you when you're climbing. It's so handy. I mean, I throw my phone in there, GoPro batteries, extra GoPro, wallet keys, I mean, you name it. Scrunch, little tool for the saw. It's all in there. And it's one of the DMM ones. And for me, I just bought the DMM ones because it's just, I mean, the quality that they make their stuff with is pretty awesome. And on top of that, it's DMM, right? So it's kind of one of the higher end Diddy bags, but there are some cheaper options, and whatever you can afford, man. Whichever one you use, it's gonna make your life easier. So totally would recommend you guys hopping on the bandwagon here. So here, the only thing I got to watch for is not to cut below that branch, because I'm tied into this branch here.
All right, ready?
Meet the
Gotta
new
cut
Google
above that
Pixel
branch
8.
there. Now let's just get
Trade in your
these
old phone and
ads,
save.
and here we go.
Here she goes, man. Joe. Go around the tree with that rope. Yeah. Go at least around to this side. Yeah, get some friction around there. Yep.
Yeah, so right now I'm just instructing Joe to take a little short, like a half a wrap, quarter wrap, just to get a little friction in there. Because really, you're just gonna let this run, but it just, in order for that to happen and not burn your hand, you have to get a little friction. There's no quarter wrap set up. But yeah, guys, if you have quarter wraps, use them, install them right away. I mean, if you're a groundie on a crew, first thing you gotta be doing is pulling up, you know, that rigging gear. Somebody gotta be on the rigging gear and getting it near the tree. Whether you use it or not, it's there, and that is why you have it. You have it because you might use it, and it's better to have it, not need it, than to not have it and need it. You know what I mean? So it's that kind of a deal. Just covering your bases, kind of thinking. That's the logic behind it. Yeah, so a little bit on that branch. That branch right there that I just cut was actually pretty big. I mean, I wish that the video did it some more justice. Absolutely, just enormous pieces. You cut big pieces because it's just, I mean, it's just big. And you got the space to do it and everything, so cut a little bigger and, look at this tree. It's beautiful. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous tree. So there, I threw my rope around that branch behind me just a few seconds ago, and I'm doing that to set up a ponytail. We'll be using a ponytail here.
Me la da, por favor. I thought you were gonna pull it up, man.
Just to catch a redirect for when it comes time to make the pruning cut, the finishing cut on this.
Sí, démela.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, and one thing about the quarter wrap, since I mentioned the quarter wrap, is that each wrap is what can hold about 150 pounds. each full wrap, okay? So a full wrap would be you're engaged, and then you gave it a turn underneath the pin under that's pointing down, and then a turn above and around the upper pin. Okay, so there's 2 pins in front of the pull wrap. That's what I'm referring to. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about here. With that, you're looking at about 150 pounds, and every wrap after that is about another 150 pounds. So, very simple to start kind of gauging what it is that's going to be, you're going to be lowering, you know what I mean, in terms of weight, and kind of gauging how many reps do I need, you know, on that first limb. Oh, that pull rep totally barely worked, you know, I get another rep in there, half a rep at least. So yeah, I see that a lot with people who aren't really too familiar with the pull rep. They'll do that. They'll kind of expect you to coach them every step of the way. It's just like, bruh, kind of gotta do it on your own. But that's kind of like how I said before. You know, this is art, not science. There it is. This huge branch. Check that out. There it is. Oh, that's so nice. Super satisfying. Good work, man.
When I first learned how to package my brand assets, before I actually knew about.
There we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, I should use the lower D's. So the lower D's is really useful, especially for like in this situation. I'm going to transition over. I'm going to take off my primary and then transition my weight into landing. The reason why it's so useful is because the lower D's, they'll capture your weight in a way that will position yourself as if you're sitting, you know, as opposed to the upper D's that will kind of keep you standing up straight. So it's different points of support, and they can just be used to your advantage to help you reposition yourself very easily and all that stuff. I have tried to do something similar to this, but with the upper D's. I just felt like I was giving myself a major weight. It was very funny, like funny and not funny all at the same time. But yeah, strategically use those lanyards, and they'll work for you, man. Perfect. So here we're almost at the tail end of this video. Probably 2/3 of the way through here. And yeah, hope you guys are enjoying it. Smash the like button on this one if you like it. And if you wouldn't mind, go to the video without the voiceover and smash that like button too. It'd be greatly appreciated. So here it is, man. Look at that. This thing is huge. Look at all that moss built up on there. It's just, you know, you can just tell that it's definitely an old. Gorgeous, man. All this untouched suckers, like these suckers are huge. They're not new. They're like mature suckers, you would say. They're becoming branches. So right here, just gonna throw on that lanyard. There it is. Wow. Such a long way around that trunk there. And it just kind of goes to show you how big this limb is, or this tree is. It's a 16-foot lanyard. Yeah, I love this saw. Look at that thing. It's just eating. Just eats. I sharpened it right before I went up the tree, and well, that sharpening did it well because it's just doing good, man.
Basketball is back.
I was
Watch
thinking
the
about
action live
getting
with YouTube TV.
a bigger
Try it
saw
free.
up into
Terms
the
apply.
tree, but
Cancel
then
anytime.
the way that was cutting, I was just like, nah, you know what? Like, what am I gonna
To a breakthrough, I can feel it. We just need a way
It's
to
ready
put all
to
our
go. Huge log, man. I mean, how much is that thing? It's got to weigh at least 300 pounds. I mean,
Nice and smooth. I like that. Yep.
but probably around 300. I mean, maybe not 300, but I mean, wood is super dense. Middle of summer. I think at this point it's been raining a few days, so waterlogged. Things heavy. Okay, and there's that quick bow in there. It's like the cowboy style. Making the bow. That's how I refer to it. It's the cowboy style. Yeah, and actually throughout this summer, I was playing with that style of making the bowling, and it turned out pretty good. I mean, you know, at first I started with small, tiny little branches, but then I got up to the bigger branches and realized that that's a actually very useful manner of tying the bow. So. Look at that big old branch bark ridge there. You can see it, clearly see it there. And yeah, we're gonna keep that collar on there. Do the best I can. So we got a little slip, and let's go. So this isn't going to be the final cut. The final cut's going to come after this. Here I am just cutting with the saw upside down like that because I have more leverage. Yeah, that cut's coming out really nice. I was actually like super happy with this. It's hard to get a good cut on these, but I guess what would make it easier would be a bigger bar. Wow, yeah, so that undercut totally just did not work at all. Zero. Perfect. Now just gotta clean this up. Right up against that branch bark ridge there, and getting rid of that, if you see underneath it, it's kind of like a little triangle. It kind of pops up a little too much. I kind of want to make this a little bit flatter, so kind of cut it in the direction that the branch was growing. So this wasn't exactly horizontal, but it was sort of on an upward angle. Try to get it to sort of resemble that, and that's the goal with this. It's the goal with any kind of pruning cut, but I feel like it's even more crucial, it's more important with these bigger limbs. To reposition for this cut. Not very often I reposition for to make a pruning cut. Just goes to show how big it is. But again, guys, thank you for stopping on by, for your precious time. Hope you guys liked the video. go ahead, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.